What's going on, fellow rock and rollers? Peace and love, thumbs up, and A-OK, Cowabunga, and rock and roll. Guess what we're going to work on today? You see in the description, we're going to work on transitioning between chords. Thinking about what chord you're going to go to next while playing the current chord. This is probably the hardest concept when you're first starting out and playing chords. Is being able to transition in real time from one chord to the next or one note to the next. Because you're thinking about playing the current note or chord, and you have to also think about what you're going to do next and seamlessly transition from one to the other. So we're going to practice that today with 4 different chords to start off with, 2 sets of 2 chords, okay? And then we're going to do a completely separate 4 chord sort of switch between playing each chord. Think about which one you're going to go to, and we're going to give you cues to help you out. Hopefully this will send you on your way of performing multiple chords in order and progressions, going into all different types of songs, writing your own songs, playing some own songs. So here we go. Let's start off with an E minor, right? This is our quotation chord, 2nd and 3rd strings of the 2nd fret you hold down. Okay, so that's E minor. Play all the strings, that's fair enough. Now, if we're playing E minor, there's another chord that has the same exact shape as this. It's the A major. And so what you do is you just slide these 2 fingers down, 1 string each. Same fret, same thing on the 2nd fret. Instead of the 2nd and 3rd strings now, though, they're going to be on the 3rd and 4th strings of the 2nd fret. So you just go from 1. Think about, okay, I want to play A major now, and then just slide them down. All right, let's go back to E minor. I'm going to do a little bit of clicking, knocking on the top of my roof of my mouth, like a metronome. Switch. Switch to E minor, right? Now we're going to think about going to A. Now switch. This is the best thing to help out. Ready? Back to E minor. Right, all you're doing is move your fingers up 1 string each and then down 1 string each, depending on what chord you're playing here. Ready? And E minor. 2, 3, 4, 5. Think about going to A and transition to A, right? Barely even have to lift your fingers off the strings to play these 2 chords transitioning. You just slide them down 1 string each. All right, very nice. Awesome. So let's try that now with 2 other chords that are very similar in shape with one another, traditional ones that you might know. So this is going to be F, right, which is the 2nd string from the bottom on the 1st fret you hold down, the 3rd string from the bottom on the 2nd fret, and then the 3rd string from the top on the 3rd fret. Play all the strings that you're holding down. Try not to play the other ones. Might sound a little weird if you do. If you get them, it's okay. So this is F. Now there's another chord that looks just like this. All you have to do is keep your pointer finger where it is, slide your middle finger up 1 string and your ring finger up 1 string to be on the now middle fingers on the 3rd string from the top and the 2nd fret, and your ring fingers on the 2nd string from the top and the 3rd fret. All right, so that's C, this is F, that's C. Just a slight change. They're very similar. Kind of the same concept as going from E minor to A major. So let's just practice even doing this without strumming. Right? Kind of just lifting your fingers up, keeping that pointer finger there, and then lift them up to the string, 2 strings above that. Keep your pointer finger where it is. We're going to do the same thing we did with E minor to A major. Ready? 1, 2, 3, and. That's F to start. Now let's go to C. Right? 4, 5. Think about going to F now. Now go to F. F, F. Right? Now think about going to C and switch. C. Right? Let's go back to F and F. 5, 6, 7. Now to C. Right? One last time, transitioning from F to C. F. Here we go to C. All right, nice. So I really like doing this as almost like a metronome playing along to it because it gives you time to think about going to the next chord. And instead of going something like this, I went from F to C, but there's a whole bunch of other strums in the middle there. There's a lot to sort of think about rhythmically and in your head and keeping time with it. So it's best to start off with just single strums like we were doing, trying to tapping out the metronome and waiting for a time to transition to the next one. All right, cool stuff. So we did that with E minor and A major, and then F major and C major. Now we're going to take a 4-chord combination, do similar things to what we did, but instead of 2 chords back and forth, it's going to be 4 chords. We're going to use C, we're going to use A minor. Remember, we've done A minor before. That's just like A major, except you put a pointer finger on the 2nd string from the bottom on the 1st fret as well. Just add that. Then F, which we just did, and G, which is the top and bottom strings of the 3rd fret you hold down. You can use your thumb, you can use your middle finger. So we're going to do the same thing, play 1 on C, right? Now let's go to A minor. Think about going to A minor. Now we're going to transition to F. How do you get to F? Quickly, you keep your pointer finger where it is and just move the other 2 fingers, right? Then to G, top and bottom string of the 3rd fret. Let's go to C, C. Now think about going to A minor, right? It's just like A major with, and you keep your pointer finger where it is, right? Now keep your pointer finger still where it is and move up to the F. And now change your whole hand to G. One more time. Here we go. Let's do C. Ready? C. Pointer finger stays the same on A minor, right? And then it stays the same thing on F. So your pointer finger pretty much stays where it is and guides all the other notes. All right, very nice. And C. Why do we choose those 4 chords in particular? That was a really good job, by the way. Because those 4 chords make up a lot of songs, right? We can say, let's twist again, like we did last summer, right? It's got the A minor, let's twist again, F, the time is here, then G. Then you can say, here's my story, it's sad but true. It's about a girl that I once knew. She took my love and ran around with every single guy in town. That's Run Around Sue, C, A minor, F, and G. And there's a lot of songs that use those 4 chords, and maybe not even those 4 chords, maybe just 3 out of those 4. Like the Beatles' Twist and Shout. C, F, then G. And then it's back to F, a really quick transition at the end there. Or Who Let the Dogs Out? Who let the dogs out? Right? Or you could play bum, 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 Summer Lovin', or That's What Makes You Beautiful from One Direction. All of these songs basically use C, A minor, F, and G, or variations of that. If you want to put them in different keys, you could change the chords as well. But it's just to give you that heads up, that idea that transitioning between chords and these simple chords are huge. And it's just about thinking about playing what you are currently playing and then planning for it in your head to go to the next chord. And sometimes all you have to do is move 1 finger or move 2 fingers just down a little bit instead of just where they are. Then you just move them down 1 string each. It's really not that complicated with these simple chords to think about and to do. And instead of just going right into, right? That's a lot going on. So we just break it down with single strums. Try your best with single strums and then try to tap out the rhythm, or do the click on the roof of your mouth, or pull up a metronome on YouTube and play along with this, right? You can put metronomes at different rhythms, different tempos, and have a lot of fun with that. Good stuff today, transitioning between chords. What a great skill to learn and to know how to do, because it's going to really help you out a lot in the future when it comes to playing more complex chords, more complex rhythms, and more complex songs. Peace and love and thumbs up and A-OK and cowabunga and rock and roll. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.